Hey guys, welcome back to Racklify. We're down here in Dallas at SubSummit. Now I'm joined with Dave Gulas from EZDC3PL. And one of the things we want to talk about today is the importance of customer service when choosing a fulfillment partner, really when engaging with anybody that's going to be working with your business. How's it going, Dave?
It's going great. Nice to see you, Bill.
So one of the things we were talking about before the cameras came on was just how important it is to have a 3PL that cares, right? A 3PL that really takes the customer service and really the service aspect to heart, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, and we hear those stories all the time from brands that maybe they went with a large national company or they went with someone that had a super low rate card, and they get in there and next thing you know, the service is terrible, where orders don't ship on time, responses are not timely at all. They go days without hearing back about the issue they have. There's no visibility. Inventory systems aren't accurate. All types of issues that can come up when you're partnered with a fulfillment center. And yeah, it's absolutely essential to have a brand that cares and has quality customer service.
Yeah, I think a lot of people, when they're going out to pick a 3PL and work with a fulfillment center, right, they often think about the act of just taking something, putting it in the box. And a lot of times they don't realize that with the scale with that, right, when you're interacting with thousands of different customers receiving those boxes, you need somebody that's a partner, right? Somebody that's going to stand there and be collaborative in your efforts to serve your customers and do that in a great way. And as you were saying, it's not a utility, right? We're not looking for the cheapest electric bill. We're looking for somebody that keeps the power on, right?
Absolutely, yeah. And you really see that when something goes wrong and how the company responds. And as we all know in logistics, so many things can go wrong at any given time. So yeah, you want a partner that's there that you can get a hold of when you need to, that can solve problems on the fly, that actually takes it seriously, that they're a true extension of your company.
Yeah, it's not if, it's when something goes wrong, right? Especially when you're dealing with larger order volumes, you're dealing with multiple channels, multiple carriers, all these different variables that enter, the world of fulfillment. So what would you say are the core tenets you would be looking for if you were, going out there looking for a 3PL and wanting to get somebody that is customer minded?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'd want to have a conversation with them and ask them, in terms of the fulfillment, SLAs, making sure everything goes out on time, understand their accuracy rate, understand their software, make sure they have a quality WMS. You'd be shocked at how many 3PLs don't have either a WMS or a quality WMS these days. So certainly something that can connect with your Shopify or whatever other software you're using. And then understand who the team is and who your point of contact is. Understand what the process is, and if something goes wrong, when something goes wrong, what happens, who can they contact, what's the process, and how can we get that resolved as quick as possible? Because if they lose customers, their customers have a bad experience, they get bad reviews, or if you're shipping into retailers and there's any issues there, all sorts of damage can be done to the brand, and you never want to have that happen.
Well, one of the things you hit on there very, very briefly, and I thought was a really important point, was the technology piece, right? Because when we think about customer service, we think about talking, phone calls, emails, right? These sort of things. But a large part of customer service is having the right data and the right information. And a lot of times technology can enable that, whether it's WMS, whether it's support systems, right? All these different applications and things that your warehouse can give you access to. Right. So the more data you have, the more you're able to communicate effectively with the client, but also the client's customers.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, quality WMS is essential for a 3PL. As we've spoken, we both use Ship Hero, which is a phenomenal system. Customers love it, and it allows us to deliver the information that they need timely. And 3PL connections for all the major shopping carts. And then again, it's the team behind the technology too that makes a big difference. So we take that very seriously as far as always making sure all orders ship on time, every customer is taken care of. If there's an issue, we handle it, and we communicate effectively so everyone knows exactly what's going on.
Yeah, I say this with a lot of things. It's really part art and part science. And you need that human aspect, that person that's going to deliver the message, the person that's going to have empathy and care and be able to provide that customer service and be a true partner. But you also need the science aspect, which is the data, which is quality systems, which is SLAs, right? And these are things that when you put them together, you have a really strong partnership with your 3PL, and you can trust them, your customers can trust your brand, and it really builds a circle of trust.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. So definitely take time to get to know your 3PL, who they are, what they're about. Check references, certainly. And, even the content, right? Like we were talking about the content. So many companies out there operate as faceless, nameless brands. And for a brand, right, their inventory oftentimes is their livelihood, right?
Yeah.
So they want to deal with someone that they know and they trust. So important.
I really liked the point that you said about you want to get to know the person, right? You want to get to know the person behind the 3PL, the brand behind the 3PL, the teams behind the 3PL. And I want to add that you want to visit that 3PL, right? A site visit is really, really important. If you can't do a site visit, do a Zoom call. Get on the phone. Make somebody walk through the warehouse with the camera on, right? Anything you can do to build trust, to meet the people on the team, to get a long-term interaction going is going to be the best way to find out that you have a good fit, because this is ultimately a type of relationship. It's a business relationship, but you need to be able to work with your provider and do so effectively for extended relationship.
100%. Yeah. Site visits, always a good idea. If not, a virtual tour. We do those all the time. And yeah, like this is not an Airbnb type thing where you're picking out where you're going to stay for a few nights. This is who you're going to partner with long term, and that's good. You're choosing to be a true extension of your business. So getting to know the team and understanding that you have a quality partner as a brand is essential.
Awesome. Well, it was great having you, Dave. I was wondering what's going on with EZDC, what you got happening, and anything you want to leave the listeners with.
Yeah, EZDC3PL. We're based in Kentucky, which is an excellent location for national fulfillment, and we also do international as well. We're continuing to grow, and we're just looking for brands that want to scale, want a quality fulfillment partner with on-time shipping, VIP customer service, very competitive rates, and a true partner that they can scale with. So yeah, if that's you and you're looking for a new fulfillment partner, get in touch.
Yeah, if you're looking for a fulfillment partner and you're looking for somebody, especially in the Kentucky area, somebody that has quality customer services and to grow with you, you can talk to Dave. Here's his face. He does all kinds of content, and you have a great podcast, I heard.
Yeah, podcast is called Beyond Fulfillment. You can see us on YouTube. If you want to get in touch, you can email me, dave@EZDC3PL.com.
Awesome. Well, guys, check out Dave. Thank you so much for checking out this episode. Every week, we're coming at you with new content. Stay tuned.